Tim.
Yes.
What's your topic?
So last week, the internet went damn crazy over this video called Too Many Cooks, and it was the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
So for those that don't know,
Watch
Adult
it.
Swim.
We're annotating to it right down here. Go.
Adult
Click on
Swim at 4 a.m. over the last month, apparently, has been running this 15-minute block called Infomercial. That's just the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
No, Nick, what is it? Explain it.
It's impossible to explain. It is basically just a giant troll. Like, I don't know where this came from, what drug they were doing that made them do this, but I hope I never.
It's us with unlimited money.
So from what I hear,
that's what happened. It's
it was designed to fuck with people that were high at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And what it is, because we haven't exactly explained yet, is the old 70s and 80s like sitcom theme songs.
Intro. It has it's an intro to like a bad 80s sitcom.
Where it's like you'll see someone, they're just like doing the thing, and then look at the camera, smile, and it says their name underneath it, but it just keeps going
for like 12 minutes. Yeah.
But and that's selling it short.
Yeah.
Because it goes from sitcom to sitcom to like crime drama to cartoon to space
thing,
and the whole time there's a unifying thread that there's a murderer in the background of all these things, and then at the end he starts killing everybody and they all try to stop him.
Yeah. The weird thing is it's not even the end that he starts killing him. He starts killing him like maybe midway through.
Sure.
4 or 5 minutes into it, he starts creeping out.
As I was watching it, and me and Colin were talking a little about this earlier, people are in two camps with this. Either they think the end's better or the beginning's better.
Sure.
Like people think it either gets better as it goes on or that the beginning was the funniest. I think the beginning was funniest. Yeah, I thought it kind of lost its track and just went fucking crazy. And there was no sense to it. Like, unless I'm just not getting it, unless this is some form of high art that I just can't wrap my head around.
It's the Adult Swim guys. It's the Williams Street guys. It is not high art.
It is high art. It's awesome. Like I'm with when I first saw it, I was with you and I was like, oh, this is great. It's gonna keep expanding out into this like endless loop of 80s intros, right? Because like when it starts up the second one and then merges the families and everything gets crazy, like, oh, that's really funny. I wonder why. But then when it gets crazy, I remember in the middle of my first viewing, I was like, how long? Holy shit, this is long. And I jumped to the end to see what was happening. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I went back and like I wanted to see how it all pieced together. Yeah. I think it's just a great riff on TV intros, you know what I mean? And just like, because they do like the Law and Order stuff in there and all these other different things that they pull it back together and make fun of. And I mean, it makes no sense, sure. But the fact, like Colin kept saying when I showed it to him the first time, why didn't we think of this? We should have done like, whoa, like maybe we would have thought to do like make fun of 80s intros, or we would have thought to put a killer in it and hide him and back frame. Because now it's one of those things you watch it again and you catch something different every time.
But it's just crazy. Like the killer is in every scene and that's awesome. But why is it a slasher film?
Why?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I'm sorry. No, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was gonna say here's how I think this went down. And someone, please, if you were a part of this project, correct me if I'm wrong. Someone was like, hey, it's almost the end of the year, and we've got an extra $50,000, but we need to film something in a week. Go. And that's just it. And we have stuff like that happen to us all the time, where someone's like,
all the time,
not that kind of, not that much money.
Hunter Pence is like, hey, I have $50,000. You guys want to do a rap video?
No, it's like someone's like, hey, we got to get this video out the door really quick. Just whatever the first thing is that comes to your brain, go.
Yeah.
Go do
okay.
It. You know, but
so pretty much the exact same thing, but without the money.
Without the money, yeah, exactly. So if we had $50K and someone was like, hey, you got to get this done in 2 weeks, go.
Isn't the story that it took him a year to do it?
It was in post processing for a year.
Was it really?
Yeah. Because like just to get everything done and have it all link up the way and use the graphics and everything.
The thing that was crazy to me is that there wasn't any like known names. I thought that there was gonna be a cameo at some point of somebody.
Which one wasn't? Did you Google the girls?
I googled a couple of them.
Yeah, apparently they used
names?
they are.
They
apparently they used a bunch of like extras and stuff like that, and we're basically like, we're not gonna be able to really pay you that much, but your real name will be in the video. And yeah, I think it's brilliant. I was talking to Tim before that I would have kept it going as it was in the first 3 or 4 minutes for as long as possible. Like, I think that was really funny. Like when it went to like the Roseanne style and like I just thought it would have been funny if they just kept putting more and more and more characters into it. Until there was like literally 200 characters in the show. Mm-hmm. Like that to me would have been funny enough. Like the whole slasher thing, like I would not have come up with. It's funny and it's silly. We watched it like 4 times when we were in Kentucky. Like,
every day at 4 in the morning. To let you know how Kentucky went.
Yeah. But it's very funny and very clever, and it is one of those things where I think I'm like, man, I wish I thought of that, because it's like it's an idea I actually really respect. You know, like it's a funny idea.
What are your guys' favorite parts from it? Because a couple come to mind for me. For me, one is the weird cat puppet thing.
Yes.
When it has
Snarf
to
or whatever?
crawl.
It's
yeah.
not. It's not. That's what is his name?
I don't know.
Snarful. But yeah, when for sure.
He has to crawl and hit the thing.
Well, it's like
which
everyone
does nothing.
Everyone of no, it does. It does. It ends reality or whatever, and then it does the multi-tiled thing. I thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah, the crazy Brady Bunch shit.
Yeah, I thought it was like ending.
But my favorite part of the entire thing is the bird.
Yes, the Dallas
syndrome.
I lose it at that every time I watch it. Yeah, they do it like 5 times in a row, and I thought that was the most brilliant. But no, and I can't. What is it? It's not Snarf. That's who they're making fun of. But Snarful or whatever the hell the cat's name is
From Thundercats?
Exactly. Yes, that's the original Snarf, and they named this character a riff on Snarf. I can't remember what it is. But when he the first time when he does the rainbows and they shoot out of his hands, but then when he's mutilated and you have that awesome scene from his perspective of him pulling himself towards the button.
And like the aorta squirt. There's there's one shot of him with like a bloody neck, squirting out.
I almost gave up watching it. The part where the serial killer wins, I guess, and he's sitting there at the table with
all the heads.
I was like, okay, you guys lost me here. I don't know if I'm into this. But then it was right after that where it really lost.
What's funny is I wonder if anyone that's watching this episode of the show right now is going to watch this first, and if that spoils it for them, because I don't think it would. I don't think there's
no way you can piece together everything we just said into
because nothing makes any sense anyway.
If for the video anyway, we should put in. I don't know if there's a way to put text on the video in the very beginning, go watch the video first or something, so people aren't.
Yeah, when we annotate to it,
in a way that
Another thing I like, and not for the reasons you think, I really enjoy when it's still in the 80s part, and there's the girl who's topless, and there's that dumb nerd who's looking and they both react. But then what I like about this is first off how stupid that is and how totally 80s that is, and now we'd be like, that's fucking assault. What are you doing? But then the fact that later on she's playing Pictionary and she's still holding her breasts, I thought that was such a brilliant move.
Was good. So also at the end when they kind of go back and redo a lot of the scenes they did before, but with different characters.
Yeah, like when the girl plays the cop and stuff like that. Yeah, it's weird. I actually really like just because of how stupid it is in terms of that mid to late 80s Miller Boyette aesthetic or whatever. Just the stuff when it was still innocent and fine, and we didn't really know where it was going at with when they're moving the couch and then the girl gives up and just jumps on the couch.
And the dad grabs his back and spins around.
It's there's just really fun, and also the guy in the office where they're giving him all these papers falling off, and then he looks at the camera it's so. And I like when that guy comes home to the other dad and they're holding their respective wives, and then they all make out with the other person. That was before we knew what we were getting into. And you're like, oh, that's funny.
But yeah, that topless girl, I'm going to say it for the reason that you were not thinking. I Googled her. It was a good Google. I like her.
Was it a good Google?
Yeah.
I got to look it up.
It was good.
She was not bad looking.
I love it. I think it's a great video. I'm glad it's blown up.
It's brilliant. Yeah, it's
really, really infectious song, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's hard to forget. Yeah, we saw everything.
Apple Spice and all that, whatever.
It takes a lot to make us do.
My favorite thing was how they kept changing up the song. The third repetition of it, I was like, okay. God damn it. But then once it went to the G.I. Joe thing, I was like, I love you guys.
Yeah.
And the space thing,
awesome.
the
Too many
COO. Yeah, whatever. I almost fucked that up. I almost added a Z in there.
You're fine, don't worry.
An extra C.
Today on a live stream, I said, what kind of animal is Chester Cheetah? So don't worry. You're okay. The stupider things have been said in the last 24 hours. Yeah. All right, that's good. I like that. Everybody should go watch that video.
Absolutely.